depends on the time you are watching me, and I welcome you to this channel. Yes, we're going to talk about the admission process for the 2024 academic year this year, hopefully. And most of you have been asking me questions about the interview process. When will they call you for the interview? You have not received your interview message yet, and so on and so forth. And most of you ask, what are the things we should do when attending interview? Basically, today I want us to talk about that in brief in this channel. And before we continue, if you want to be part of this family, you know how we do it. Kindly tap on the subscribe button and like the video as well as you watch, so that someone too can get and watch and benefit what you are watching. Now let's head straight into the business. So most of you have been asking. I want to first of all answer when you'll be receiving your interview messages and then you attend the interview. Basically, you were supposed to receive it by now, but due to one or two reasons, it has been delayed. And this is because of you just finished the application process just recently, so they are still entering some people data and to get your information and process the messages. And mostly the applicants are always many, so they have to take their time and they respond to that. So what I can assure you is processes have been made, and then hopefully this month you start receiving your interview messages. That will be somewhere the 20th thereabout going. You start receiving your interview messages to go and then attend your interview. Yes, and most of you have to prepare. The interview, it doesn't matter. Let's say if a particular school is starting their interview, let's say today is a Tuesday, and let's say if a particular school want to start their interview on Monday, they can just send you the message depending on the day that they start the processing. So if it is Saturday that they are starting the processing, they can just send you the message and then inform you that you have interview scheduled on Monday and which you have to respond to. So you have to make your preparation set whilst adhering to the process of the interview, because they can call you at any time to come and then attend your interview. But I want to touch on some small things that you need to take notice of, so that you will not find yourself in trouble during this interview process. I think someone tested me, and then the person was saying he applied and then he didn't receive the notification to indicate that he have successfully applied to the school. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now let's go. So with those people, you applied and you didn't receive the notification that, dear Mr. Days, you have applied to Tamale Nursing Training College or Kumasi Nursing Training College. Yes, most of you will not receive, but that doesn't mean that your application is not submitted. Yes, it is submitted. But if you did not receive, provided your phone number is correct and your email address is correct. Mostly, they send you the notification via the phone number. But you have to also ensure that your email address is correct. Depending on this, any school can decide whichever route to use, either the email or the SMS. But mostly for the past years, it is through the SMS. That's through your phone number, okay? And as we are talking, if you have any question, you can just type in the comment section. I'll respond to you on the go, okay? So you can just ask any question. Don't hesitate, okay? So now, talking about most of you too, you might not receive your interview message, but it might appear on your portal. That is one of the mistakes that most of you makes, because due to one or two reasons, they can send you the interview message and then it will not get to your destination. Network issues happens everywhere, and basically we're in Ghana. You know how these things works. So you can apply, and then they will send you an interview invite, and then you will not receive the message. So what do? It is simple. You can quickly, since you bought the voucher for the application, you can use the PIN and the serial number and log into your HTI portal. You understand? You log into your ATI portal. That is where you can go to notification to check to see whether your interview message is there or not. The time I applied, my phone got missing. So I have to use, a different phone, someone's phone, and I was having the pin. So I have to log into the portal and go and check notifications. Then I now realize that they sent me an interview message, but because my phone is missing, how do I get this? I can get this through my portal. So basically, your portal, you have to be checking. That one you have to be checking. So you don't just put the pin aside, don't put the serial number aside. So at any time or once in a while, log into your portal, or even if you hear that some schools have started going for interview, just pick your phone, log into your portal, and you go to Google, and you type HTI portal. If you type HTI portal, and then the options will come for you to log in. You enter your serial number, and then you enter the pin. They will send you to the portal, and you tap on 3 lines on top of the interface. You will see you see options there. Mostly they talk about academics, a lot of stuff, but you just click on notifications and go and then check what do you have. So make sure you attach seriousness to your HTI portal so that you can always know what is happening. Okay. All right. Let me now go back into the interview process and the admission. Talking about the interview and the admission, some schools, I did a video and I talked about this, and I'm still to emphasize on it because it is serious. You understand? Some schools will let you write exams. Tamale NMTC, for instance, Tamale Nursing Training College in the northern region of Ghana, one of the prestigious institutions, I must say. So, a school like that, if you are coming, you have to prepare for essay exams. You understand? You write essay exams. So English language, either article, letter, informal letter, or any type of letter, and a story or even a debate. It can be anything. So you have to learn. Some schools will write mathematics. Some schools will write, chemistry. One of your electives. That is what they do. But some schools will not. Write any exams. You understand? So it depends on the school you apply to. So it is very important that you take notice of. Please, if you are just joining, don't hesitate to like the video, okay, as we go, so that someone too can get to watch, and don't forget to also subscribe, okay. All right, so let's head into it again. Now, talking about the interview process, some schools, what they do and what other schools don't do. So you have to make sure that any school you have their contact, call them, call somebody. Just try to, you can even, the time that I applied, I went to Facebook, and we have some groups that I was finding out if I hear that somebody says, hi there, which school do you apply to? If maybe the person says here or here, or you can even ask senior colleagues, please, do you know someone from this school? The person will say, yes, I know someone, so please give me the person contact. And then you can reach out to the person and ask, oh, in your school, if you are coming for interview, what do they do? And then they'll be able to tell you, and then you can also be able to learn and go. So take very good note of this, okay? And then the interview process to the dressing. The dressing, I will talk about it, but let me rather focus on the admission and the interview, so that I will do a fresh video about the dressing and let you get it correct. I don't want to mix the information together. So before I come to the interview, now the admission, now the interview again. Most of you, how you respond to the interview is making me boring, because I don't understand why a student, they will ask you a question and then you are finding it difficult to answer. It's not about answering the interview question correct. No. If they ask you the question, you should be able to respond, nicely. You understand? Tell us about yourself, and then you are murmuring. It's not fair. And then maybe if you are talking, let your voice be audible. Let them understand that, oh, Charlie, I am somebody that can really attend nursing school. So you have to take good note of all these things, okay? Now let me come and talk about the admission. When it comes to the admission, you need to, be very cautious, okay? Because the application process is very, very serious. For instance, you will see for about some schools, even 10,000 students apply to one school, and they'll need only 1,000, or they even need only 500 students. You sit down and imagine, hey, Charlie, how am I going to gain admission? You ask yourself so many questions and say, hey, it's not that easy, okay? So mostly you have to be serious. The chances you have to make it up is to focus on your interview. You don't have any chance. Forget about some people that might have protocol, this or that. Yes, I understand. But when it comes to the interview, that is your life. That is where you can be able to convince the panel and gain admission. So when you go and they ask you a question, my dear, try and answer. Respond with that kind of ability to show that, oh yeah, I'm really serious about this. If you go there and do bad performance, you are not going to gain admission, and nobody can intervene in that for you. So at any point in time, going for the interview, you have to just understand that the interview is my last chance. And most of you make the mistake that when you go for the interview and they ask you, have you applied to other schools, and you said yes. No, how do you say this? If you say yes, they will not give you admission because you have other chances somewhere. So someone who have applied to only that school, they will give the person the admission. So when you go and ask you, my dear, how many schools have you applied? This is the only school I've applied. In fact, I don't even know any other school apart from this school. Let them understand that you have interest in their school. But if you say you have, 2 schools, 3 schools that you have applied to, they will say, okay, go and join those schools. They will give, maybe those schools will offer you admission. So take very good note of that. Most people to talk about, protocol and some stuff. That will be the last thing I'll talk about, and then end it up. You see, if you do not know anybody, we know how the Ghana we are in today. People who knows people are people who get favor. For instance, if I am owing a college and then I am the principal and your child is me, do you think that you apply and then you might not even apply? I will give you admission. You know, Ghana, that is how the system is working. So there's no, two ways about this. It is well understanding, okay. So basically, these are the things that you are supposed to take notice of. If you know somebody, it's a plus to you, talk to them and see if God will intervene for you. But if you do not know anybody, my dear, just focus on answering the interview questions. Learn. If you go to ask you, tell us about yourself. Why did you apply to this school? What are your strengths and your weakness? You understand? What can you offer? Like, so many things that you're supposed to focus on, okay? So these are the things that I want you to put interest in, and then I believe this year you are going to gain admission. And I'll be talking about the dressing, okay? In my next video, I'll be talking about the dressing, so that because the dressing fetches a lot of money. If you go for interview and then your dressing, your presentation is not nice, it hasn't tallied, you cannot gain admission. That one is a fact. But if you go and you dress nicely, decently, and then they even ask you questions and you try to answer just 1 or 2, they say, okay, yeah, this student is good, let's give him or her the admission. You understand? But if you go, your dressing is not good, your performance is not good, what do you want them to use and give you admission? And most of the Muslims do ask me questions like, as a Muslim, what dress should I use, to go for the interview? Look, we don't have Muslim dresses for interview and Christian dresses for interview and traditional dresses for interview. We'll talk about interview. It's professional. You are supposed to dress decently and conduct yourself proper. You only need a nice, dress to put on. It can be any suit, it can be any nice dress, long sleeves, short sleeves, you can put on necktie. Some of you, the guys who go to church, you know how to dress nicely self. So these are the things that you can even, but the Muslims don't go and put on veil and say, I'm a Muslim. They don't deal with that. You understand? So basically you have to focus on all these things, and then you know what to do, okay? Yes, so the admission, I'm hoping that you gain it, because these are the things you only need to gain admission. That is why I'm saying that admission open for the 2024. If you're able to follow these things carefully, you are going to gain your admission successfully, and that is it. Because you cannot go and then they ask you questions and you perform. You write an exam and you're able to score more than half. That is the schools that write the exam. And then oh, Charlie, the chances are there. You don't need magic to go and gain admission. Pray to God and go and perform what you can perform, and then you gain admission successfully. All of us were once applicants like you. I was once an applicant like you. I applied the same process. In fact, it was God. I can say that because I did my best. I entered with confidence. I answered my questions with confidence. I wrote my exam and I passed more than half. So it's not all schools that write exam. So if a school that doesn't write exam, just make sure that you focus on that and then pass your interview process. Okay. So that is basically what I have for you, and I will talk about the dressing. So just subscribe and stay tuned. Let's get the dressing in the next video. I am updating that shortly. Okay. So see you next time. I love you, and you're gonna gain admission. If you have any questions, come to the comment section. If you also want to chat me, and I also have a platform that you can easily join. Okay, and my number is 0559634043. You can contact me via WhatsApp. Tell me what it is, and I'll assist you out. Okay. So see you next time in our next video. Bye bye.